Tell us about what you found so special about Carl Zeidler.
Yeah, well, he was in the hotel. What was of course, finally I was placed in that hotel. My mother took me there, and we met the general manager. You have to understand that played a major role. And that general manager said to me, my mother sitting by, now, young man, you are here to learn how to serve and be a servant to very fine ladies and gentlemen. Our guests are very fine ladies and gentlemen. They're very important. They play a major role in life, in the country, in the world. And you learn how to be a servant to them. But that's what I wanted. That was the mantra of the hotel. You are the servants to very fine ladies and gentlemen. Mm. But the next person I meet was the gentleman you mentioned, Carl Zeidler, who was the maitre d' of the hotel, the head waiter of the hotel, and my direct report. And when I met him, he said only 2 sentences to me, which changed my life. Now, not that moment, they went over my head at the time. Mind you have to understand, I was 14.
Yeah.
And he said, now, young man, tomorrow you show up here at 7 a.m. And he said, if I meant 1 minute after 7, I would tell you so. In other words, he established discipline, expectations, everything in one sentence. Now, I got that after the next 3 years working with him. I didn't get it in the moment. Right. And the next sentence was, and don't come to work. Now, this was confusing, let me tell you. Don't come to work. He said, you come here tomorrow to create excellence in what you are doing. This truly created confusion for the moment. I have to wash dishes tomorrow and I have to clean floors. What does it mean with excellence? I didn't get it. But I learned over the next 3 years with him, because everything he did, he was a very unusual human being, truly unusual. I wish I could bring it to that level. But he made it very clear, excellence is that any function anything that you're going to do, you have to have a high intent for it. High intent. Excellence, he made very clear. By the way, he used the English word excellence. He spoke 5, 6 languages fluent. I mean, it was unusual guy. So excellence is and excellence is not an accident. Excellence is always the result of high intent and hard work. That was this mantra. And I totally today feel the same way. I didn't apply it as well as he did, but I feel the same way. Why do we as human beings just fulfill functions rather than fulfill any functions for a higher intent? Think about it. And I like to use that as an example because it should hit home. The chair on which we're sitting is fulfilling a function. But we are human beings. When we fulfill function, it should for a higher intent rather than just for the function itself.
Yeah.
And with other words, it means that we do things for a higher purpose. And even the Bible says, if you don't, people without vision will perish. People without purpose will perish. So why not bring it down to the denominator which gets us there, that do everything with a purpose.